Revenge films.
I had a terrifying experience the other day. I was out shopping with my daughter at the supermarket when my daughter told me that she wanted to go to McDonald's for a meal afterwards.
Mommy, can we go to McDonald's today?
Sure, honey. After we're done here, we can go there for lunch.
I want to have some pancakes there.
Sounds good.
Yay!
So after we were done grocery shopping, we headed to McDonald's. It's a weekday, so the place wasn't crowded. My daughter and I sat at a table of 4 and was getting ready to enjoy our pancakes and french fries. We sat next to each other on the sofa, and the other sofa facing us was empty. I then smelled something very unpleasant. I was starting to feel sick, but I remained calm because I didn't want to interrupt my daughter's meal. I looked around to see if there was anyone near us that could be the cause of the smell. I saw a chubby old man buying food. He was dressed in dirty clothes, and it was clear that he hadn't bathed in a while. This was when my daughter noticed the smell as well. She didn't say anything, but I could tell from her expression that the smell was bothering her. I could see that the other customers felt the same way. They were all put off by the smell, but were trying to remain calm. I decided that the best thing to do was finish our meal as quickly as possible and leave. To my horror, the smelly old man had sat down at our table. He was now facing us with a drink that he had ordered in his hand. I didn't understand why he sat at our table. There were many other empty tables. I glanced over to the man, but it didn't look like he was leaving the table anytime soon. I wanted to change tables right away, but I didn't want to be rude either. I didn't know what to do. What did he want from us? I took a closer look at the man to see if I recognized him, but I didn't. The man opened up a crumpled newspaper and began reading it. He didn't seem to care that we were seated at the same table as him. What surprised me the most was that he started eating my french fries as if they were his own. I was speechless, and now that he had touched my french fries, I didn't want them anymore. I now realized that he sat down at our table so that he could steal our food. He never looked at us directly, but was looking for the right opportunity to take our food, and his smell was really getting to me. I wanted to get out of this undesirable situation ASAP. I was trying to figure out a way to resolve this without causing any trouble. The man continued to eat the fries without a care in the world. My daughter must have been scared because she was clinging on to me. I had to fix this. My daughter and I couldn't tolerate the smell any longer. I didn't want to upset the man, though. I was afraid that he would take it out on us. The man was almost finished eating all of my fries. He was now looking at my daughter's pancakes. I clung onto my daughter as well in order to reassure her.
Excuse me.
One of the women working at McDonald's came over to me and handed me a receipt.
It seems that I made a mistake on your order. Could I please ask you to come over to the cash register?
I was relieved that my daughter and I now had a reason to get up from our table. I picked up our things and ushered my daughter to follow me. The waitress held my daughter's hand and urged her to get up from the table. The man remained at our table and was now eating my daughter's pancakes. I didn't care, to be honest. I was grateful to the waitress for giving us a reason to get away from our table. Then another person working at the store handed my daughter and I 2 brown paper bags with food inside. We didn't order this. Yes, this is on the house. Please take it with you and enjoy your meal at home. Inside the bags were our original orders plus some burgers and nuggets. I was very grateful. Are you sure? The staff member glanced towards the old man and nodded towards me. Yes, we apologize for any inconvenience caused to you and your daughter. The staff working at McDonald's had been watching us and made sure that my daughter and I were able to leave the restaurant without any trouble. I was relieved that no harm had been caused to my daughter thanks to the help of the staff working at McDonald's. I thanked the 2 staff that had helped us get out of there and got ready to leave. A few days later, I was reflecting on what happened at the McDonald's and wondered if I could have done things differently. Perhaps I should have reported the incident to the police so that the same thing didn't happen to anyone else. It wasn't the restaurant's fault, but they gave me some free food to take home anyway, and I felt a little bad about it too. So I decided to go back to McDonald's again, this time with my husband. I asked my mother to babysit my daughter. When I got to the restaurant, I wasn't able to find the 2 people that had helped me a few days ago. But then, one of the staff that I recognized came out to greet us.
I'm sorry for what happened the other day. I'm sure that you and your daughter were frightened.
It wasn't your fault, and if it weren't for you, we wouldn't have been able to leave the restaurant, so thank you. And also, thank you for the food that you gave us. I hope that nothing bad happened after we left. The staff told me that after we left the restaurant, the old man drank our drinks as well. He then went to another table and began stealing food from a student. Since no one stopped him, the man continued to eat everyone's food. But when the man tried to steal the french fries from the student, she let out a loud scream. To that, the man became angry.
Stop screaming!
He then kicked one of the chairs in the restaurant. The student was scared and she wouldn't stop screaming. Everyone in the restaurant was frightened, and they all got up to leave. When the man wasn't looking, I had called the police and they finally arrived. The man was shocked to see the police officer was standing in front of him.
Who called the police? I didn't do anything wrong!
Although the man resisted, the police officer arrested him. The man was questioned at the police station and was charged for other past crimes as well. As I had predicted, the man was homeless and would often try to steal food from others. The man hadn't been caught until now because he would run away each time he thought that there might be danger. So in a way, the restaurant was grateful that I had called the police beforehand. I was lucky that the man didn't find out that I was the one that had called the police on him. If he had known, he probably would have lashed out at me and my daughter. The staff had gotten my daughter and I out of the restaurant safely before it was too late. I was in panic that day, and if the two women at the restaurant hadn't helped me, I'm scared to think about what would have happened next. I was worried that my daughter wouldn't want to go back to the restaurant after what happened, but she said that she was happy to go back because the people that worked there were nice to us. So I agreed with her.
Daddy, did you know that the people working at McDonald's helped us get away from that scary old man? And they gave us some food to take home with us. Wasn't that nice of them?
Is the other woman from the other day working today? I'd like to thank her as well for helping us.
Actually, it's her day off today. I'll let her know that you stopped by.
After that, my husband and I bought a lot of food from McDonald's to take home with us. I'm sure that the people working at the restaurant were equally scared, but they were professionals and put our safety first. I couldn't thank them enough. I told myself that I would thank them by visiting their restaurant frequently and eating there.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.